say about that to everybody?
I mean, I'll take my licks, but I mean, I did have to manage the team, and I still got there.
Yeah, I mean, I agree completely.
Just saying,
All
the
right.
draft can only take you so far.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't want to get you riled to start off. What are you sipping on tonight?
I got a little oxski
Oh, okay.
from Batter State Brewing, and I believe that's in the Sheboygan area.
Oh, there you go. We know a couple people from there. Just
No,
rocking the
Green Bay. I lied. It's Green Bay.
thick boy Vizzy, Avi. Cheers. All right. So I'm gonna start most of these off with just kind of catching up, seeing how you're doing. We care about fantasy, but we care about our bros even more. So what's been going on in your life? I heard you. What did you just had a weekend in the wilderness, or you stayed in a yurt? Tell us a little
Dude,
bit about that.
your life, bro. It was more like a glorified tent, really, is what it was. It
Sure.
had some AC in it. It had electricity. It had a nice full size bed. It was definitely a blast.
Cool.
A lot of nakedness. A lot of
Yeah, I was about to say a lot of pictures surfaced on socials and had a lot of people
yeah.
wondering. Beyond being the husband Instagram photo taker, did you partake in any of the naked activities? I
I
saw
mean,
there's some yoga, some book reading.
I did not do any of that, but I was naked in the hot tub, and then I did have to take a cold ass hose shower, which was
Okay.
possibly the worst thing ever.
And the viewers want to know: was there any sunbathing of the gooch? I hear that's a thing. Is that just seems like
I
something you
didn't.
do next to a yurt?
I didn't do that because I didn't know that was a thing.
All right.
Had I
Well,
known, I might have.
next time maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into some fantasy. We just did the draft, so this is kind of our preseason take. How do you feel? How do you feel about the team? Your team specifically?
My
Yeah.
team specifically. I mean, I'm in love with the JJ Tyreek combination.
Yeah.
I think that alone could carry me about as far as I need to go. Um, I didn't really want to let Josh Allen go to Brad. That would have just cut me deep inside
Yeah.
because I know how bad he wanted him. But had he gone one more dollar, he would have had him because I was at my max limit.
Yeah. You paid a lot for him, but
I did
some things are
probably too
priceless.
much.
Yeah.
Probably too much. But anyway, I love the Aaron Jones snag. Thank you,
Okay.
Guy,
Yeah.
for letting him go. James Conner, I've been reading a lot of good things about him. I might be buying into the hype too much, whether it's you want to call it hype or not, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, if he
Pretty
can do
terrible
anything
team,
like
but
this,
someone's got to
if he
get
can
them
do
all.
anything, yeah, exactly. And then other than my rogue tight ends, I mean, I don't see myself not being in contention again this year. So
Wouldn't be surprised. So the schedule just came out today. You're looking at Ditka's Hambones Randall for your first week. How are we feeling?
well, I'd say this. I liked my original matchup the most, which was Mitch. And then
Hmm.
I secondly liked John, who I was faced again. And now that I have Randall, this is probably my least favorite week one matchup. So I like his team a lot. It's a hot team.
Okay.
So I'm pretty nervous.
All right. All right. Should be a good one. So let's get to the nitty gritty. What everyone's waiting for, our weekly rankings. So since it's the preseason, just maybe like a power rankings, how you feel everyone did. I'm gonna let you take over whatever format you decided is all good here on the Saturday Night Check-In podcast or vlog, whatever you want to call it.
I like vlog. I like
Yeah,
vlog.
we're working episode one.
Yeah, facts. So I didn't really place them in any specific order. I honestly just went right down the list
Hmm.
because with it being week one, who knows what the fuck's gonna happen, right? So let's start off with JC. My little notes here is he's got a solid little team. I like Chubb, and I like Rashad White a lot this year. Actually,
Yeah, I think he
Akers.
might have the best team on paper. To be totally honest, I think he is a very good team.
We'll get to
It's
that
a hot take.
assessment
Sorry,
here in a
I'm
little
sorry.
bit. I mean, it is a hot take. I do like Akers as a sleeper. I really wanted him in both my leagues, and then obviously Waddle and Olave are real solid. And then everybody else after that, like I said, I wrote down here, they're kind of a mixed bag. Like you don't know what you're really going to get. Like
Hmm.
Dalvin Cook, who knows? Mike Williams is going to have a hot game here or there, which I think you had last year.
I have him for a couple weeks every year, but
yeah. But and then Gino. I mean, if he can produce like he did last year, then yeah, I like this. Moving on to Mitchell. Not a big fan of this team. Has nothing to do with Mitch. He's probably got his own reasonings, but outside of like Ramondre and CD, they're kind of just whatever.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson, he might be something, and then he's obviously got Rodgers. But other than that, like, yeah, they don't really do anything. Sorry, Mitch, but not sorry. Moving on to Randall. Love this team.
Sat next to him at the draft. He was really vibing. He was feeling it.
Yeah. Health concern for a slew of his players. But I mean, if they all stay healthy and Fields continues his upward path, like he's going to be a problem in this league. Mm-hmm. He's going to put up points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now we move on to Bradley. This team legit might be his best team he's ever had on paper.
And he was quoted as saying it was his least favorite drafted team.
I think that can only be a good thing for him.
I think so.
I mean,
let's be honest. Wrong a lot, so yeah, it makes sense.
with a healthy Tua and that three-headed running back monster he's got, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's gonna be bad. And some Sungata and Devontae, I like them a lot. He's gonna put up big points every week. He's gonna be a tough opponent every week. Moving on to Johnny Boy. I wrote down I like this team a lot on draft day, but then I started to realize I was pretty drunk, and now when I look at this team, I don't really like it so much anymore. I like Bijan, Diggs, and Waller, but then everybody else is just they're just a bunch of role players that are going to have big games in order for him to do something.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I think he's got a big chip on his shoulder. He feels like he should have won last year. So, I think if anything, he's just going to will his team to win. So, I guess we'll see how the season goes for him.
We all know John. It might happen. Going on to Guy. Now, he's one of my top 3 favorite teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of buzz about Guy's team. Very injured right now, I think, if I remember correctly. A lot of injuries.
That's what I put just absolutely loaded at wide receiver because Chase Cup, Calvin Ridley, I love them. Scary Terry, JSN. I think Michael Thomas is going to have a little resurrection year here. Like I said, he got hit with some tough injuries early, but if Brees and JT and Cup can play anywhere where they're supposed to, I don't know. I don't know if anybody can beat him. That's just the honest to God truth. Really like his team, and that's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Backstiesel.
You're the backs.
Still stuck with his guys, which is okay, but he also made some upgrades. So I mean,
he stayed loyal and got better somehow.
Yep. That's exactly true.
No.
The 3 QBs still, I don't know why he's doing that because in my opinion,
we all have fun. We all have fun with it.
I know it's going to be the Lamar year, and I don't think he's ever going to take Lamar out of his starting.
Yeah.
And if he does, then he's just doing it just to be himself.
Right.
Overall, a great team. If his RB seemed a little weak to me. I like Pollard, obviously, but like if Pacheco can be what he was last year, then he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Next we got Domani.
3-time champion.
I know, and I keep going back and forth on his team. Like 1 week I'll like it a lot, and then the next week I'll just be like, nah, it doesn't really do it for me. Obviously, Mahomes is a beast. Etienne and Pierce are exciting. But his wide receivers are just, I don't know. Debo's kind of not Debo. Deontay, he struggled last year, but he can only get more touchdowns this year. You got to go up from 0, right?
Oh, yeah. Looking at his team now, he's got a lot of big names. And if they all hit their potential, it's going to be a good team for sure.
Agreed. And Godwin and Hopkins, it all depends on how their QBs are.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like I said, there's other weeks I'll look at it and be like, yeah, that's a damn good team. Then moving on to yourself.
Mm.
In my notes, I have another favorite title contender. You were in the top 3 with me and Guy.
Appreciate it.
Jalen Stack, obviously nasty.
Yes.
I love Saquon. Mixon does everybody dirty, but knowing you, he'll probably be great for you. But everybody else that's owned him, he sucked ass. So best of luck.
I'm hoping he gets those receptions this year.
Yeah. Kelsey's a god. And then obviously my biggest regret I've ever made, Garrett Wilson. What can you do?
Yeah.
I did put your benches, whatever, but it doesn't matter when your starting lineup is what your starting lineup is. So
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah.
Was that everybody? Did you hit everybody?
Yeah.
That's great. All right. We got 3 more segments pretty quick we're going to go through. I know the guys are probably getting a little antsy, a little impatient watching this long. We're already hitting 12 minutes.
They can fuck off. We've been through a half an hour power ranking of Baxter before. We're all right.
Agreed.
Rambling.
Agreed. Yes, those were great. All right, so this segment we're calling Bet of the Week. So I'm thinking of just unique bets for each time I interview someone, something that'll hit close to home with each person. So just thinking about your bet, and hopefully you take this bet. Like, this is going to be a real bet unless you just don't want it. And I'll let you choose first. So whichever one you don't choose, I'll take the other side automatically.
Okay.
All right. Higher number, week 1. The number of kids you have, or Aaron Rodgers rushing yards. And we'll put $5 on it because I think 5 is the over.
I gotta take Aaron Rodgers rushing yards.
You're going Aaron Rodgers over 5. You're taking Aaron Rodgers over 5 yards. Okay,
yeah,
I will take the under. So if you're okay, we'll put $5 on that.
Yeah.
And then anyone else listening, if you want to take Aaron Rodgers rushing, text me and I will pay out anyone that wants to take the Aaron Rodgers 5. But you obviously also have to pay me. Good. That's great. I'm very happy. You could
have multiplied it by like your number of kids or something, like 10 yards. We're talking a little bit.
You know, I played a lot of underdog last year, and that was one of my favorite over-unders, was always Aaron Rodgers, and it was always like 2 or 3 yards. So it's basically like you're betting on if he scrambles or not. And yeah, I bet over every time, and I think I won like 1 out of 4. So I like my odds, but new team, watching Hard Knocks, he saw, I forget his name, the young kid that sucks. He saw him rush. Zach Wilson rushed a couple times, and you could see Aaron was a little jealous of that. So I think he might take off. I think he might win this one, but we'll see. All right, and then what I want from you, and hopefully you look this over before so you're not put on the spot, is I want one bold prediction, one hot take, whether that's for our fantasy league or for the NFL in general. It could be a team, it could be whatever, any hot take.
I thought about it, and I honestly think in our league this year we're going to have a first-time champion.
Love that. Okay, I'm writing that down. That is a hot take.
I know.
All right. Because how many?
Saying I don't believe.
How many do we?
Believe in myself. What?
How many have not won? Is it like? It's probably like 4, isn't it? It's got to be.
It's like 4,
yeah.
That's Guy, hot. Brad, Stiesel, Randy. No, Randy won.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. It's either 3 or 4 though. We'll have to. Mitch won.
Oh yeah, he did win. You're right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's like 4.
All right, and to finish today, I'm going to give you 20 seconds of FaceTime.
Miley was bothering.
Oh, no, it's okay. We're finishing today with 20 seconds of FaceTime. Whatever you want, talk about whatever you want to say. 20 seconds. The mic is yours, starting now.
You know what I like about this? It's like hot ones, and I love fucking hot ones. I got night golf going on tomorrow. Super excited about that. And I can't wait for this fucking season to start so I can load all my messages for a half an hour during the day. That's all I got. Was that 20 seconds?